Hello, 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 hello. So, today we will be doing the first tarot readings for the new year. And as part of that, I have this fluorite wand, which I'm going to be using to just gently brush your energy and going to be pointing at you to fill you with positive energy. The decks that I'm going to use this month, I'm going to use my TaroT Mukha deck, and then I'm also going to use some other Art Nouveau style decks, the Art Nouveau Lenormand, and my astrological oracle cards. And to go along, grab my lighter, sorry, to go along with the purification, we're going to be starting a new year. So anything that you want to leave behind in 2020, just direct it toward the flame. Let's do some breathing together. Breathe in and hold and release, and just release everything that you've been holding on to that you want to let go of. And breathe in and hold and release. Breathe in and hold and release. Great. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. I have this stick of frankincense. Also, I love frankincense. I'm just gonna blow a little bit of this smoke all over you. And if there's anything else, I'll give you one more chance since we're starting a new year. If you have resolutions that you'd like to make, anything that you'd like to leave behind, just focus your intention and release any negative energy into the candle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. Hello, Virgo. Let's start setting the stage for your reading today. So how I've been doing this is I get your card, Virgo, and I get the sun, and I put those in the first house. And then I'm going to shuffle the rest of these zodiac cards and lay them out in the 12th houses. And then I'm going to go back in with the planets and distribute the planets as well. And then finally, I'm going to lay the Celtic cross spread on top. So we have Capricorn in your second, Aries in the third, Aquarius in the fourth, Gemini in the fifth, Cancer in the sixth, Taurus in the seventh, Leo in the eighth, Pisces in the ninth, Sagittarius in the 10th, Libra in the 11th house, and Scorpio in your 12th house. Scorpio being about endings and beginnings, of course. And then come back in with the planets. Alright, and there we go. Jupiter, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, the Moon, Venus, Uranus, and Mars. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And of course, get out the Art Nouveau deck, my Tarot Mocha. Virgo, what's coming in for you for January of 2021? It's a brand new year. Brand new, shiny here, right? Hopefully. We'll look at your current position. We have the Knight of Wands. There might be a situation that you are rushing headlong into with a lot of energy. And this is crossed by the Star. The Star is great energy for you for the month of January, Virgo. It has to do with achieving goals. Could also be star sign Aquarius person helping you out with something in your life. Now, this is a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I did take care of Virgo, Sun, and Rising not popping up haphazardly in the reading. But you could have fire somewhere in your chart as well. Let's look at your past. So we do have Sun in Virgo. We also have Mars in Scorpio in the 12th house. Mars being very active energy. Scorpio can be about endings and beginnings. And can be about passion. Can also be about hidden things. We have Jupiter in Capricorn in your 2nd house, so this is expansion having to do with career. We also have Uranus in Libra in the 11th house. And Libra is about parity, places where you wish for equality to occur. Uranus is an iconoclast, groupthink, new ideas. So here in the past, we have the Ace of Wands. So this makes a lot of sense. There was some kind of creative, potent energy which you put out there. I do. I act. We're going to look now at the current state of affairs, which kind of aligns with your 3rd and 4th houses here. 3rd house, you have Aries. For communication, there could be a start to some communication. We have Jupiter with wealth and expansion, and Mercury, which governs the 3rd house, also coming into play. Mercury has to do with communication and new ideas. And the 4th house here, we have Aquarius showing up. So this Aquarius could be somebody that you interact with at home. Could be a spouse or a partner, possibly. It could also be somebody who has a lot of new ideas. It could be somebody who's a very strong manifester. And we have Neptune energy coming in as well. Neptune is very watery energy, but it's also a masculine, active energy. And the current state of affairs. This is going to be the truth of the situation. We have the Emperor coming out. This could be an Aries, but could also just be about order in your life, about having a position of power in your own existence. And because we have a lot of fire energy coming out already, this could be Aries energy of some kind. We do have Aries here in the 3rd house, communicating with an Aries, possibly. Moving on, we have, this is going to be your perceptions of the situation. And over here we have an outside perspective looking in on your life. And this, your perspective is going to be very close to your second house of possessions, and also very close to the first house. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out. That definitely could be you showing up in your reading, Virgo. Mutable energy, earth of earth energy. Could also have to do with making money, because it's very close to the second house. We do have Capricorn in the second house as well, which has to do with how you use the things around you to your benefit. So it could have to do with that as well. Maybe you're a Virgo who has strong Capricorn placements, or maybe you're a Capricorn with strong Virgo placements and you're watching this reading because of that. Let's look at the outside perspective. So this outside perspective, we have in your fifth house over here, Gemini. Gemini having a lot to do with duality and with twins and like things. Cancer in your sixth house over here, which has to do with emotions that you share with other people. Neptune is coming into your fifth house energy. Creativity, duality of creativity, duality of romance, and also Saturn. So we've got a lot of outer planet influence over this fifth house, Gemini in the fifth house. Saturn can be about endings, can also be about establishment, things that take a long time to develop. And so Cancer here in the sixth house, there could be a routine that you've been establishing, or something to do with your health that you've been establishing with a partner for a long time. And it's now kind of reached a state of habitual behavior. On the outside looking in, we have the High Priestess in the reverse. Now, this High Priestess is all about secrets and about hidden knowledge. She's also very closely paired with the moon, which is a Cancerian planet. The moon is native to Cancer. There could be a secret that's coming out, or it could be perceived that you have a lack of information. I may decide to clarify that and clear it up a little bit. We'll move on to the future for now. We have Pluto up here, which is about endings. We've got Taurus in your seventh house of partnerships. Taurus being a very warm, loving sign, a fixed earth sign, so fellow earth sign energy. In your house of partnerships, Taurus is also very closely aligned with Venus, but Venus isn't over here. Venus is up here. We do have Pluto over here and Saturn, which are these planets of death, planets of the change of death, but not a swift change. Saturn is about the progression of time. And we have Pluto, which is also a planet which sometimes is considered a planet and sometimes not. It's that far away from us that we really don't know as much about it at this time. We have the moon influence coming on a little bit too. And Leo up here in the 8th house of death, sex, and other people's resources. So, Pluto in Leo. Now, Leo's a very interesting sign to have in this house because it is a very vivacious sign. So, it's bringing that fire energy to a very cold, dark placement. In the future here, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and this could definitely be about feeling freed from your bonds, feeling like you're no longer trapped in a particular situation. And that could be a transformation. Let's look at this Hopes and Fears card as well. We have Temperance in the reverse. So Temperance in the upright is about mastery and balance. And in the reverse here, in your Hopes and Fears position, it appears as though you are afraid that you will not have mastery and that you will not have balance. But we'll find out more about that. I don't see that here. I definitely don't see that here. So for your goal and destiny, we've got Venus that this card is right on top of, flanked by Uranus and the Moon. Moon being hidden things and emotional things. Venus being very much about love, but also a little bit about money and resources. And we also have Uranus over here, the iconoclast. And the signs and houses that we're dealing with be Pisces in your 9th house. All the things you elevate yourself with, which is like travel and higher education. Pisces is very deeply attuned sign. Very much about psychic awareness. So there could be some kind of spiritual awakening going on. Especially because we have the Moon here next to Pisces in the 9th. And we have Venus next to it as well. And then over here we have Sagittarius in the 10th house. Sagittarius being typically the ruler of the 9th house. It's a mutable fire energy. So it's an active energy of change. And that 10th house being equivalent to the midheaven is having to do with career. And in that house, or this card, which is your goal or destiny, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Four of Wands is about a happy ending. Now, it could be that this happy ending has been delayed, but it could also be that this is a happy ending that won't be occurring in the month of January, but that is going to be the result of all of the other things that have occurred in this reading, and that so that it is coming in at some point, but just not quite yet. And let's look at the final result of the reading. Over here in the 11th house, we have Libra. So that's a desire for parity among groups and in groupthink. Innovation that benefits everyone. And of course, Uranus playing a big part in aiding that here. Then in the 12th house, Scorpio, which can be about endings. Death, sex, other people's resources. 12th house being endings. There could be death occurring somewhere around you. We do have Mars, though, which is a very aggressive energy. It's possible that there's just a lot of aggression around too, and the idea of death. But this being the 12th house, there may also be coming an end to that. And this final card I will clarify, absolutely. And so I'll come back and clarify this High Priestess card as well. Bless you, printer. My printer sneezed. We have the Tower card, and it's in the reverse. So this could be a catastrophic change coming in at some point in the future. And it could be something that the chain of events is being freed from your bonds, having a catastrophic event in your life, and then finally having this Four of Wands happy ending moment. But let me clarify this one and this one here. And I think that should tell us what we would like to know. So I haven't had to clarify every single reading today, but I will be clarifying your reading today, Virgo. We're looking at the Tower in the reverse. We're also looking at the High Priestess in the reverse. The card that we'll be looking for, specifically in reference to the High Priestess, something like the book. So we'll see if the book comes out, if it's secrets. But of course, any cards that we pull will tell us something about it. That's just one example. All right. Oh, interesting. We have the Fish come out. The Fish is money, financial support, and gain. Having to do with the High Priestess, it could be that there's money owed to you and you find out about it. We have the Key. The Key lets you know that you need to pay attention to something specific. Let's find out what that might be. The Tree. The Tree has to do with long-term investment. It has to do with things that you plant as a small seed and you allow them to grow. It seems that there might be some kind of situation with money that you don't know about, resources possibly that are hidden from you at this time. Let's look at the Tower as well. We have the Star card coming out again for you, Virgo, which is good. It's very similar to the Star card from the Tarot and is about achieving your hopes and dreams. We have the Stork. The Stork brings things in. Let's find out what the Stork is bringing. Could be a home. Could be that the Stork is bringing in the resources for you to purchase a home, which would then tie in this Four of Wands situation. Thank you Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And until next time, I hope to see you again very, very